Semi-final number 2, Garden of Terror, the bunker crew going up against Kayak. And I know, there's going to be a couple of people that watch this right now, either on Twitch or on YouTube, that look at this and I was like, wait a second. Aren't those early round teams, aren't these guys usually struggling to get into the semis? And yes, you might be right. One of the reasons that this is actually a fantastic tournament currently for the lower, for the bottom 4 or 5 teams is that, well, this is the qualifier just before the Masters Clash finals. And as you might know if you watched the channel in the last couple of months, the Masters Clash has an offline final in Paris. So a lot of the guys that are playing in the top teams, the top 3, top 4 teams, are currently on their way to Paris, or already have a team member in Paris, or currently traveling, or traveling early in the morning or whatnot. So a lot of the top teams weren't able to participate in this specific qualifier. And I mean, that's technically also what this entire qualifier system is about, that you have teams that can decide when exactly they want to participate in these matches and when they don't want to. But it allows for teams that are now just diligently playing every single qualifier to accumulate a couple of points as well. And this is the big opportunity now to lock some of the big points in. And interestingly enough, Team Kayak actually was able to take down Team Ash in the earlier round. I haven't seen that one, so I don't know what exactly happened there. It was the best of 1, so anything could have happened, obviously. But Kayak made it through. They are now in the semi. And, of course, they're aiming for the grand final and also for the title here. We already had our first semi-final. We know that the Cats are waiting in the next series. But here we have Garden of Terrors, the starting map between the bunker crew and Kayak. So, we got Sylvanas right away. And what do we get on the left side after the bans on Dehaka and Hogger? So, everybody's just targeting the side lane here. Blaze, Hogger, and Dehaka all out. So, yeah. Okay. I mean, it is a huge map, so Rhaegar and Genji. Lucio would have been a good pick too. We talked about this in one of the previous games. If you get Lucio and Sylvanas, if you get Lucio and Greymane, you have a lot of options when it comes to your macro plays on the map. Falstad is still up as a global. Technically, Vikings would also be open if anybody feels confident enough that they could go for that. And we get a Jojo right away. But yeah, there's still some serious potential here. So Brightwing gets taken by Link, which means that now we're looking at least 1 global. Falstad could potentially be banned. If Soaking was in the game, I would say be careful that Samuro might get picked. But this is definitely one of those maps where you can throw the opponent a bit of a curveball. Yeah, so there's that. Anyways, now that we have the last few bans incoming, this could be where a lot of fun is being ruined. Leave the Vikings up. I still want them as an option. Chen! Chen is banned. Alright. So they banned Chen. Side laner galore. I mean, seriously, they're all banning side laners like crazy. Don't ban a side laner. They have the next pick. I could backfire very quickly. Urel is still up. Yeah, Urel is probably your best bet at this point. And they ban Sonya. Okay. Alright, moment of truth. What are we getting for them? Are they going to pick Urel? Is it going to be something completely different? I mean, you're not going to run out of side laners anytime soon, but obviously some of the favorites are already gone. You can technically also go into an Imperius if you want here. There's still plenty to be picked, but Urel is definitely a big option for both of the teams at this point. Depends also a bit on what your main tank is going to be. And if you want to play Vikings, for example. But here comes Greymane, and we get ETC. So the double wolf team. Yeah, Rhaegar and Greymane together with ETC. ETC pick is also interesting because he could pick stage dive and then go for the side lane. That is still possible. And it's something that a lot of teams have done in the past just to make sure that they have some global in the game. Falstad is also still up. Here's Urel, yeah, Space Goat, and Maiev. I'm a little bit salty right now. I was hoping for Vikings pick this time. Last time they were banned on this map. Nobody goes for the Vikings. It's actually not true. We see them banned regularly these days on big maps, and they've been played a few times. Dequaza comes to mind. Yeah, but here comes final pick for map number 1 in the second semi-final of qualifier number 6 for the X Cup Summer 2022, and it is Diablo. ETC side lane, stage dive incoming, everybody. Let's go. Map number 1. Bunker Crew against Kayak. Already a missed opportunity. No blaze has been taken. They should have locked him right away. Like, what is a Bunker Crew without a bunker? We're getting philosophical here in game number 1 as we got the Dark Wolf on Diablo. Also, I mean, what's happening with these guys and their names? You have a Greyman, you got a Rhaegar, and you put the Dark Wolf on Diablo. The fuck is happening with these boys? Sven is playing Rhaegar. We got Haki on Greymane. And Starkface is playing ETC with Unforgiven on Genji. Great movie, by the way. On the right side of the map, Pepe Hands on my F. We got J Hart on for Kayak, for Sylvanas, Torjan on Janna, Link on Brightwing, and Master Chips is playing Urel. Master Chips, he's the captain for the team, has been drafting. You could say he's the one on the rudder. He's the one steering the ship. He's the one navigating the deep waters. Alright, enough of that. But yeah, as we're starting with the hits here in the mid lane, we could even see a kill happening. They go for the Dark Wolf. And yeah, they can't kill him. But a lot of damage has been exchanged. So yeah, down to the bottom of the map. We have our Sylvanas player still playing this a little bit slow. By the way, it's a bit of a staring con. Oh, somebody gets caught in the rotation. Hello. Jojo needs help and she needs it quickly. Torjan was nearly dropped here. If not for Brightwing, that could have been the first kill of the game. ETC is on the side lane as expected and is dealing with Urel right now. Good luck with that in the early game. But yeah, down here it's still Greymane going up against Sylvanas. Camps are of course now up at the 1 minute mark, and that means the teams are coming in for them right away and trying to drop that a little bit. So yeah, here we go. We got on the bottom of the map also a couple of camps being claimed here. Genji apparently decided otherwise. Only killed one of them. Leaves the rest up for these bad boys. They're a little bit faster, I'd say. So he went into the mid lane and started to just soak the experience for the team. And up at the top, thanks to the first camp that they took, they are doing some real damage here. Welcome to the problem. ETC just can't deal with that. That's definitely one of the issues that he's currently having here. So he needs some assistance, and Sven comes in with Rhaegar and helps out, but the wall is gone. And that might not be the only thing that falls here, because the red team is making absolutely no moves to change their MO here. Bottom of the map, a 2 versus 2. Up here at the top, they nearly get the hit in. Good damage, real nice damage from Team Kayak. And at the bot lane, they are defending well against the camp that has been used by the Bunker Crew to push against the structures. So at least in the early stages, a little bit of a better start and opening by the red team as they are slowly taking control of this. First objective is also spawning up. And we don't really... I mean, we haven't seen a kill yet. We haven't seen anything crazy yet, just in general. But a lot of moves, obviously, made by both teams to get a slow advantage here and pull ahead a bit. But yeah. Try to get the first seed. Camps still claimed. This time traveling straight into the middle. Same is true on both sides. The timing is a bit better for Team Kayak. And down here, Sylvanas gets found out. Okay. Someone is sneaking in. Diablo is still crawling ahead, but there's nobody that can assist him. So outside of just showing himself here and trying to dissuade them from taking the camp, there's little that he can do. Has to fall back, and yeah, Kayak just takes it. So they got the siege chance at the bot lane now. The seed is already taken, so no real fight for it. The position obviously favored the Bunker Crew. But can they do a little bit more here? The goal at the end of the day is, of course, to start snowballing this, and for that, getting an early kill would be pretty neat. If they can that work out, that would be pretty sweet for them. And up at the top, they still have that wall opened up, so there's always a chance that they can come in and take that fort down if they rotate a few more people over. And that's exactly what they're doing here. So it's a 4 versus 4 all of a sudden, as we got Greymane showing up too. Maiev is in the middle and could now come topside. Sylvanas survives. Maiev is slowly moving in. Genji does the same, but he's going to be a bit late to this. So if they can get a kill quickly, that would work. But another nice wall style by the Dark Wolf. Well done here. Genji occupied in the mid lane, dealing with Urel. Not a single kill yet at the 4 minute mark, but another seed spawns. And this time the position is favoring Team Kayak. 6 stacks for ETC. Slowly getting those globes together. Went for the Pinball Wizard on level 4 and the loudspeakers on level So level 7 and then level 4. Loudspeakers, yeah. As much as I like the improvement on phones in general, but don't you all hate it, like loudspeakers and this shit? I mean, if you're in public transport, there's always seems to be like this one fucker that always runs around just blasting his music out of the speakers. Actually, these days, that's not the only place where it is. That is one of the things that just blew me away in the US. Like, the amount of people that are just so self-absorbed and don't give a shit about anybody else. I had it literally that at a pool there was a guy that put on his phone, he called a hotline and was in a loop and just waiting, and played the music through his speakers, and I was just like, the fuck are you doing? I had it in a gym once as well. It's like some people, it's just insane. They really believe that the world revolves around them. Totally obnoxious, and yeah, on phones it absolutely gets me. That's the moment when you just want to walk over, grab the phone, you know, and throw it in a bucket of water or something. It's like, yeah, fuck you. But yeah, so loudspeakers, fuck loudspeakers. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. At least if you're not at home. So Rhaegar goes down, ETC with his loudspeakers. I mean, he's always been annoying, especially when he's going for the mosh pit or stage dive. Doesn't really matter which one. But yeah. So either way, down to the bottom of the map now that we finally had the first kill in the game. Rhaegar died first. Level 10 is in. And what do they do with level 10? They steal shit. They move in and they're like, ooh, juicy camp. Let's get in on the action. So they're taking the camp, and now they might even have a chance to go for the 10 hit points on Jehan. He nearly got taken down by a minion here. He nearly got killed by a minion. Initially, he had less than 10 HP. That was ridiculous. Greymane nearly getting the kill here. And he still gets out. So good for them. But oh boy. Now, top side, yep, here we are. They already got a Master Chips against Darkfall, level 10, with a stage dive, as expected. They got the global. Each team has one seed, and now they are going for number 2. Let's bring it. Alright. Gotta try to go for the Dark Wolf. Is there a Bright Wolf? I mean, we were asking the hard-hitting questions here, I know. But is there a Bright Wolf? If there's a Dark Wolf, there has to be a Bright Wolf, right? Anyways, one wolf is already dead, and that's Rhaegar. He already died 2 times. They really like him, apparently. And then the wolf pack goes down in flames as Greymane dies, but he's not the only one. Jesus, what a blast all of a sudden. Everybody dead and dying. You ran with a quick kill on Genji, so he's dead now too. And that concludes 5 kills in total in this fight. I mean, they were saving the kills in the early stages for sure for that one. So now we got the second seed in the hands of the red team. But just to give you guys a bit of an idea of what just happened, I mean, check this one out. First, I mean, big hits. I mean, big hits all over the place. Genji coming in with the X-Strike. Now the push at the bot lane. And they're just absolutely murdering them. That's where Sylvanas comes in handy when she can help you push some structures down. But they're trying to defend as best they can. With ETC sliding in. And hitting them hard with the guitar. Yrel is then again already at the top, and not only trying to lock in extra experience for the team, which leads to level 13, but trying to go also for the structural damage here. So, yep, there you go. Big aggression on all sides. Yrel already hopping around here. And they take more camps. Again, camp. Take all those mercenary camps if you're playing on such a big map. It's a huge map. Take advantage of these mercenary camps whenever you can. The disc of Maiev is missing. Yeah, so no disc in this one. But they have another chance to... They're not going for this, are they? No, they are just stealing another camp. No, they're not even doing that. They're trying to go for ETC here. They try to come in on ETC, and that is a kill, baby! Time to say goodbye. Tried to jump out, but yeah, a bit too low. They could go for that fort, and they should, because they have already given up on the top. Yeah, Brightwing and Yrel are both here, but Sylvanas is now putting the nail in the coffin of the first fort of the game, so they're moving down bot side. Boom. Take this one down with ease. The second seed, 2 seeds on each side now. So the next one is gonna get the first garden terrors into the game. Yeah, Dibbles gets hit. They're trying to kill him, and he's dead. Got easily taken apart by Maiev here. Had the soul stacks together, of course, so he's back. But they are looking for a second fort, and they are getting quite close to it. The Ancestral saves Greymane. Yeah, here comes the Global, misses as Uriel jumps out, but at least he's joining the fight. Sylvanas is in the middle. She doesn't give a fuck. She just goes for the siege damage over here. He's like, boys, you can fight this one out. I'm busy right now. I'm sorry. Yeah. Pew. Pew, pew. 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 And yeah, she should be able to make it out. Even YOLOing the Wailing around, she's actually not going to make it out, is she now? Oh, there's the kill. Greymane, look at him. Old kill stealer over here. Coming in with the Dota 2 last hit. I like it. Grabs all of the experience and the money, money, money is. But Sylvanas dies, gives a lot more experience over to the bunker crew. Still level 16 for the red team, giving them the lead as we're going for the next seed, and probably the one that will also lead to the Garden Terrors. Alright, Garden Terrors are already here. They're pretty fast, honestly. And off we go. Genji, no, actually it's Uriel that gets attacked down here. That's actually annoying. Either they lose the camp or they're losing time. Both suck. Brightwing with the Emerald Wind here, and they get the hits. Yep, they get the kill. Genji is down. Guys, this is real bad. Both of the forts are now going to fall, and they are likely going to lose a lot more. They don't have Genji any longer. They don't have a level 16 talent. That is a massive momentum swing for Team Kayak. They were already in a quite decent position, but now they are really pulling ahead here. This is a massive lead. 5 kills ahead, 2 levels ahead. The fort in the mid lane is gone. The fort at the top lane is gone. The keep at the bottom is getting attacked as well. And this little snowball has started to transform into an avalanche very quickly. Once again, another attack. Diablo is in trouble, and he's about to die. He was saved once with the Ancestral, but there's another hit. They're trying to go for Rhaegar. Oh my god, that keep is not looking good, and they could take that down if they commit to it, but apparently, at least for now, they're not really willing to. Sylvanas on the top, on the other hand, has started to attack another one, and this one is very likely going to fall. Greymane can do his best here, but it's already down to 50% HP, and I don't think they can save this one. The stun against Greymane, goodbye top keep. What an advantage all of a sudden for Team Kayak. Yeah, that was rough. Very rough for the bunker crew. Now, good news is they are now on even talents, and they have the same Genji. Genji. Oh, yeah, that was a pretty unforgiving situation here, but he made it out. So, as I was about to say, the good news is they have level 16. They're on even talents with their opponent, and they have 2 seeds. If they can now get the next objective, they might be able to bring this back a little bit. So that's the big one. That is the one thing that they have going in their favor. And if you look at the minimap, you know that there are not a whole lot of things that are working in their favor right now. They're getting murdered in every single lane. And look at what Maiev is doing. They're not even committing to this fight fully. Maiev is just saying like, ooh, juicy keep down here at the bottom. Ooh. And she comes in and she just takes it down. There's a second keep gone. Objective hasn't been announced yet. The job of the rest of the team is just to get the fuck out of there. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. And they use 2 ults for it. They use the Emerald Wind and they use the Blessed Shield. Now the bunker crew is doing this right in the sense that they're looking for fights. They're hoping to force them into a battle before anything else happens here. Not a bad idea. The approach makes sense, but so far it's been dodged out by Team Kayak. Brightwing's ult choice comes into play here too. Allows them to easily disengage. And now, of course, that's only a level until 20 is ready for Team Kayak. But you want to make sure that your opponent doesn't get that seed if you can. If they can pull that off, then it's nearly gonzo. So, yeah. Quick kill. Greymane is down, and that's bad news. That could be the beginning of the end right here. If they make it to 20, yeah, oh, this is rough. The bunker crew. Yeah, that's a tough position for them. They have to more or less soak to... Oh, Jesus. They gotta soak to level 20. I don't see it. I mean, maybe. But I don't see how they can make that one work. So, here we are. We have them with level 20 any second now. Camp has already been claimed. Yep, 20 is in. There's the Blessed Shield. They want to get another kill. Rhaegar gets attacked. Greymane isn't back yet, so they can force the fight with a numbers advantage. And it seems like the doggy is having some real trouble here. Trying to get out. Goodbye. Goodbye. Not gonna happen. Maiev is shutting this one down. Easy hits. And now they can... I mean, they can... The world is their oyster. They can do whatever the hell they want. Just move in, try and take that keep down, for example. Steal a couple of camps away. I mean, you can play around the objective, but on the other hand, why would you? You got your level 20 already. The ults are also about to be ready again, especially when we're talking about Maiev and her level 20. Yeah. Catapults 16 minutes in, of course, hurting even more. The disc connects, and Genji is dead. Easy kill there for them. The Dark Wolf with 92 stacks. If he dies, he's down for the duration. No soul stacks for him, at least not enough to save him. Nice isolation play by Brightwing using the Emerald Wind. And that is the end of the keep and likely the end of the core. Team Kayak, yeah, getting aggressive here. Great early game by them, or great first game by them, sorry. They're getting another kill. It's 15 kills to 3 now, and they're just murdering that core. So Garden of Terror, big map as we're opening the semi-final up. And Team Kayak is just crushing it here. Nicely done by them. The bunker crew goes down in flames on the first map of the series. And we're headed towards map number 2 in this semi-final. GG, well played.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Cursed Hollow is the second map. Team Kayak is in the lead, and we got the bunker crew desperately trying to get to the, well, to map 3, obviously. They want to reach the grand final. A lot of points to be had, so, yeah. But Team Kayak has, at least in the first game, had a very easy run there. Well, not easy run, but they really snowballed it well. They did a great job there. So... I have to resist so hard to go for even more dumb jokes. They steered away from all the pitfalls, from all the rough waters in the first game, and made sure that they paddled their way to victory. Like, I don't know. I know, it's bad, it's bad. But again, layups and such, right? So, now that we're heading into our second map, let's see if on Cursed Hollow maybe the blue team can turn things and force game 3, make this a 3-mapper in the semifinal. We got the ban on Lulcio, we got Genji banned out, we got Hanzo banned out. Apparently they're hating Overwatch here. Yeah. It makes all of us. And Sylvanas gets banned as well. Why did you have to break the pattern here? You could have banned another Overwatch hero. Just get rid of them all here. Something like that. But yeah. But yeah, 3 overrated characters are already gone. What happened with overrated 2, by the way? I don't even know. Is that out? I don't think so. Anyways, Brightwing is in for Link, and we got the Haka, so double global already on Cursed Hollow. That's how we are starting things off. We still have a false setup. Keep in mind that the ETC idea with stage dive didn't really work out for them on the first map for the blue team. So if they are trying to counterplay some of these globals, then false set might be the better option for them, unless... Well, there we go. No unless needed. They indeed go for the birdie. We get Falstead in the house, played by Unforgiven. And that leaves us also with Sven on Rhaegar for now. The doggy is back. Yeah. Still looking at the Dark Wolf here. There's one more wolf up for grabs. Could take him too, but he's gonna be on the main tag again, isn't he? Such a shame. It's the same with Hat. Hat finding for Ruby. When do we finally get that Abathur game that I've been waiting for the entire time? Okay. Then he can hat people. Or they need to at least play with Abathur and need to put the hat on him. You know? Then it's like more like a statement. Hat here. Hat me. Anyways, ban on Sergeant Hammer. Okay. So they banned all the Hammer time. The Sergeant and Murden. Tremble. There's Diablo. Diablo with the Haka. And Junkrats! Okay. Couple of pokes from the outside. Yeah. Easily interrupting tributes. Getting also some follow-up with isolation plays. Final 2 picks here. The Wolf. And Dookie or Hucky. Whatever. Ducky. When I say Dookie, it reminds me of The Wire. Maybe that's intentional. Great show, great character, great name. Can argue about the character, but still. Blaze is in, and so is Johanna. Nice. Good old shoot and tried combo. Triple melee now with Hogger on the side lane as well. So they got a lot. Easy camps to be taken. Can poke around the boss a little bit. So off we go. We got the final pick for map number 2. Cursed Hollow. And it's time for more damage. It's Imperious. Damage and stuns. Let's get at it. Cursed Hollow, the second map in the second semi-final here between the Bunker Crew and Team Kayak. Bunker Crew against Team Kayak. The red team is in the lead. On the blue team side, we got the Dark Wolf on Johanna. Haki on Hogger. Or Uki on Hogger. We got Sven on Rega. Unforgiven on Falstad. I mean, yeah, in this case, you should be like, I mean, yeah. Can't resist, though. If you are called Uki and then you have a DH as attack in front of your name, that's just opening up too many opportunities. So yeah, Unforgiven is there. We got Starkfoy on Blaze, Unforgiven on Falstad, going into the Gathering Storm on level 1. Same time on the right side, Master Chips on Dehaka, Link on Brightwing, Torjan on Diablo. We got Pepe Hands on Imperious, and Jhard is playing Junkrat. Ha-ha! Junkrat and his sounds are still some of the best that we have in the game. What is that monstrosity that he's riding? The fuck? Alright, alright. That looks kind of funny. That is oddly fitting. It's a little bit weird. They got the same armor style too. So yeah, the globals are already up at the top. And anything crazy that stands out? Not really. Bit of a spear play. Hello, Jojo. Goodbye. No, actually, Starkfoy is going to help them here. There's the jet propulsion, but that was a little bit more exciting for Blondie than she thought, probably. Also, talking about exciting, there's some exciting chicken McNuggets that are hitting the floor at the top side. Yeah, the Haka wanted some food, and Diablo helped out. So goodbye, Falstad. He's already down. Our Genji player from last game is having a rough time in the early game. But here comes Hogger doing what he does best. Where's the big bog? The big pog. There we go. Yeah, still works. Alright, so camps are taken for both teams. We got the objective at the bottom of the map, so a bit of a later siege time camp attempt by the Bunker Crew, trying to time it around the first objective, I suppose. Yeah, Starkfoy is already sitting topside still against the Haka here, so it seems that Falstad had enough at least for now. Killed once. Had to go back into the KFC basket and apparently didn't like it. Eaten alive here, the crispy chicken. And now, with level 4 talents in, we're getting slowly ready for the first objective. Half a minute until it gets announced. Level 4, we also got the Brute Force. Now that's something that Hogger knows a lot about. They got a lot of brute force here, and they're brute forcing their way to the middle of the map, with Brightwing being too slow to save Imperious. So Imperious survives. Yeah, no deaths there. At the same time, that jet propulsion didn't hit, but the tongue connected, so all he wanted to do was of course pull those siege giants into the tower range. Hogger is still down at the bottom of the map, and the first tribute is spawning. Trying to go for the cursed tributes early. They are going for the camp instead. They're gonna be a bit late to all of this. I mean, are they even gonna fight for that? Now that Imperial is getting caught here too. They did that in the early game. Well, that's the second kill. Brightwing is a bit late to some of these, but can't really blame Brightwing too much. Either way, it's another tribute for the Bunker Crew, I would say, or at least the first one. Even a tower gets taken down here, so they're capitalizing on that spot. Now, Team Kayak wants to have the 2-0 victory to move straight to the grand final. But it seems like the Bunker Crew has some other plans here. There's already the quick hit on the tribute. No delay. Nothing. So easy hits. Same time now, bot lane has lost the gate and the tower in the middle of the map. They're trying to capitalize a bit on the camp that they have. But this could get interesting. I like the early aggression from the Bunker Crew. They have the opportunity to pull ahead here a bit. Ideally, if they get a few more kills too. Seeing red on level 7 now that we got the Brute Force in. And they're still trying to rotate here. This time there's no Sylvanas in the game, so Team Kayak can't just capitalize on the momentum. We're also closing in now on the 5-minute mark, another 60 seconds, and we're going to have the bosses up on the map. That's where things get really interesting. If teams are being sneaky about those, we can maybe even see a double pull on one of them. But yeah. So, let's see. Dark Wolf is already hitting there. Yeah. And there's the second tribute, and the problem for the red team is that the position is way better for the blue team. So this might well be a 2-0 tribute situation, unless somebody is gonna fall for the traps here. There's plenty that are just sitting in the bushes waiting for someone. Are they really giving this one up in that position? Damn, son, alright. Jojo wants to interrupt, gets it, and immediately lands on the chopping block. Makes it out for now, so they're not giving it up after all, turning it with the jet propulsion that connects with a few. Falset is at the top, goes for the fort here, can fly in now, it's definitely close enough, it's a full 5-man. And they're apparently deciding that they want to have Falset on the side lane, taking another one of these waves down. So the job at the bottom of the map is to interrupt all of these tribute channels as best they can for as long as they can, buying time for the birdie, and they will get a lot of structural damage at the top. But here comes the problem. Yeah, we could see a kill on Blaze. They really want him. The heals are there, but they get him regardless. But the birdie gets tons and tons of damage at the top. Problematic is, of course, that with the second kill, it's now 2 that they sacrificed for this. And Master Chips is already saying hello, misses the drag, as Falstad moved out right away. It doesn't change the fact that this fort has nearly fallen. So a tribute for Team Kayak. They get 2 kills. Yeah, it's an interesting situation. 2 kills for them and a tribute. Might just be worth it, sacrificing some hit points on the fort. They also have the early level 10. I was honestly thinking that they might just try and get a boss with this. They could have tried to sneak the boss with level 10. But they decided against it. So they did some damage down here at the bottom, but both teams will have their rogue abilities for the next tribute and also for the boss fights. So, yeah. That's another one. Up there, it's already in. Level 10, the delivery system with Imperius. And yeah. Imperius is pretty much just turning into a Grubhub delivery boy whenever he picks that ult. He's just delivering kills to the team. Or Uber Eats, whatever you prefer there. Yeah. Falstad is now always sitting at the top, trying to go for this one again. And they go for the boss. Actually, they're just trading. Boring! Just trading and nothing else. Well, fair enough. It's the safe play. It's a play that makes a bit more sense. But they could have tried it earlier. They had a gap around level 10. If they just snuck the boss, they would have been able to do a bit more. Brightwing gets caught. There you go. But they get that boss, of course, as well. But at least for the time being, it seems like this team can do a bit more here. The Haka is now down at the bottom. Falstad is also flying in. They want that fort, don't they? So yeah, in the middle there's also another camp that is coming in. The bunker crew is doing a lot better on the macro plays than they did on the first map. For sure. Way better right now compared to the first game. Yeah, so they get the fort for free. And at the top, I am not so certain. Falstad could still go up here, so that fort might not even fall. And the boss is still doing damage down at the bottom of the map. Now, they now have their siege giants and can help with it. But yep, up at the top. I guess the fort is going to fall after all. Blaze has to deal with this first. Unless, of course... Yeah. I still don't think they can save it. And if they can, then it's just barely going to make it. Nah. Yeah, this one's going to fall. Okay. So they lost it after all. But down here, there's a bit more damage that was done. Not only to the gate, but also to the tower. Another tribute about to be channeled, I suppose. We have 2 tributes to 1 in favor of Team Kayak. So they're slightly ahead. And if they can log in this one, then all will be forgotten because they take the first curse. But since they don't have level 13, that is unlikely. They're still fighting though, even without level 13. And Brightwing is once again too late to the party. Imperius dies, and so does Dehaka. And that is a double kill for the bunker crew, who are taking more and more control of this game. Seems like Diablo is also going to be eliminated. That's a triple kill, baby. They just killed 3, and now they get the tribute. That isn't a curse for them, but they draw even. Fighting without level 13, and then Brightwing coming too late to the party. Yeah, no. And what are they trying to do? Guess they're attempting to open up the bot lane, the top lane a little bit. Full level lead for them now. You know what changed, by the way, between game number 1 and game number 2? They got a bunker now. Of course the bunker crew is more successful when they have a bunker. And just as I say, Blaze dies. The timing couldn't be more shitty. Caster Curse hitting them hard. But you see what happens. They lose the bunker and they're immediately in trouble. They're instantly in trouble. It's because they lost the bunker. So now Rhaegar dies. He doesn't have a bunker, he dies. Yeah, I mean, I think we're onto something. They still get the fort in the middle, so Rhaegar fell, but, well, they got something for it. Each team has now taken down 2 forts. So they're relying on the final one, and that's all. 5-5, 14-14, still a tiny lead in experience for the blue team. And this is a curse tribute. Yeah, no matter what happens here, someone is gonna get that. And you see the problem? No Rhaegar. They're not even making a play for it. They're not even trying to interrupt. They're realizing that without their support, this is just too tricky. So yes, here we go. In comes the curse. And the only question that remains is how much damage can they do? How much damage? All the damage. I mean, they're gonna try here, of course. Brightwing at the top, but I like that the blue team took the mercenary camp, so now they have siege giants protecting it. Bottom and mid lane, those are the two that are in most of the trouble. So, yeah. Off we go. There's another stun! Imperius! He's dead again. That gust wasn't even needed. Imperius is doing a lot of dying in this game, I gotta say. He died 4 times already. 4 times. Brightwing and the Haka are pulling the side lanes out. So yes, while the fight in the middle of the map continues, the Kayak boys have decided that they're just going for damage on the sides. So Falset is now flying in. The Haka might have to move out here, and I'm not sure if he can make it. Brightwing has already retreated, so yes, the Haka is dead. Died for a good cause, but I think he could have escaped if he just tunneled away a little bit earlier. Both teams have now level 16 talents. 25,000 for Imperius, so at least he's trading his deaths for some damage. But that's the first curse that is now over, and they couldn't even take the fort in the mid lane down. What did they actually get? I mean, in professional circles, we would now say that they got jack shit out of that tribute, or that curse. They couldn't get the fort in the middle of the map. The 2 side lane forts were already killed, so they pushed the lanes out a bit. But that was a pretty disappointing curse. It's not a whole lot that they were able to do here. Instead, they're trying to go for a kill. Imperius, I mean, he is just completely getting crushed this game. This is the 5th time now that he dies. Imperius is getting murdered. He's playing punching ball. Yeah, he's being treated like a... I was about to say like a pina colada, and then I was like, wait a second. Pinata, that's what I'm looking for. So Junkrat is also dead. The bunker crew, they're bunkering up hard and they're just killing them. So yeah, it's pinata time. They're getting slapped around. Big slaps all over the place. And they are hurting. The bunker crew. Guys, if this continues, they're going to force game 3. Easy peasy. They have 10 kills to 5 now. And it's looking fantastic for them. So, I don't know what happened to Team Kayak. Maybe they celebrated a little bit too much after the win in game number 1, but not like this. Yeah, they try to go for the birdie, but they can't get the kill there. And look at this, they're saying like, well, we're here already, so let's just go for the camp. It's a 5 versus 3, what they're gonna do. Actually, it's not, it's a 3 versus 3. So they could fight this, and they wanna fight this. Terror! Big barbecue blaze by Diablo. Imperius is doing what he does best, he's dying again. Veni, Vidi, PP. He came, he saw, and he peed his pants. So now Imperius is dead, and so is the Haka. Imperius is spending more time at the Nexus right now than he spends on the map. So I'm not sure what it is, but he is just not going to do it. He's not even going to get an A for effort here. No, that's an F right there. So 12 to 5 kills. Yeah, that's game. I mean, right now I don't see how they're going to bring this back. So they are going to try and end it here. They might be able to pull that off. But even if not, level 20 will be ready for the bunker crew in pretty much no time. So can Team Kayak somehow rally? They are leaking. They're taking water. It's not looking good. Yep. And I think the Kayak is being flipped over right now. It's sinking. It's sinking. And it's sinking pretty quickly. So that's game. We're going game 3, everybody. Bunker crew against Team Kayak in the second semi. Game number 3. Yeah, the third map. Here we go. We got Team Kayak going up against the Bunker Crew again. Battlefield of the Eternity being the map, and an insta ban on Hanzo. But yeah, the second map definitely didn't go well for Team Kayak. Yeah, that was just a bit too rough. And especially Imperius, he really suffered. He turned into a punching bag very quickly and was just murdered. Beaten like a piñata, just slapped around throughout the entire game. And towards the end, he spent more time looking for at his death timer than actually playing the game. So, yeah, that was a little bit wild. Too much momentum for the Bunker Crew, and they used it ruthlessly. Now that we're heading into our third map, and that is the final map, one of these two teams will move on to the grand final to face off against the Cats. We got bans on Hanzo, Lucio, and Sylvanas, and a final one coming in a second. So, who else are they gonna get rid of? Any kind of immortal damage being banned out here? Or maybe side lane? I mean, there's still a lot of good heroes up. Liming, Vala. Could poke with Chromie. Hammer sometimes played here too. Yeah, well, that's an immediate Liming pick. Alright, so let's go. Time to go for the resets. And with that, what's the opening? For the Bunker Crew here. Are we gonna get Blaze again? Get that bunker. I mean, they lost when they didn't have a bunker. They won when they had a bunker. Coincidence? I don't think so. If you have that name, then I'm recognizing a trend here. Oh. Devente Haka. Guys, what do you think? Did they just fuck up? Did they need to pick Blaze here? The Haka is a great hero, but maybe not for the Bunker Crew. Now they're gonna play this one without a bunker. Things could get worse. What happens if Team Kayak picks the bunker? As long as the Kayak fits into the bunker, they should be good here then. Yeah, it's a bit rough. This could be tricky. Stukov and... Ooh, Varian again. Alright, we get a sniper composition. Varian taunt into Stukov, lurking arm into Liming damage. With Rhaegar already taken. So you can't go for Anduin, for example, and just use your trait to pull targets that are taunted out of the fire. That's gonna be interesting. I mean, they're going old school here. That comp was played for ages, especially in the post-HGC era. Has fallen off a little bit. But especially for the medium tier teams, it's always a nice one. It's pretty easy to execute if you train it a little bit and you communicate well with the teammates. And it is very, very powerful if you do it properly. Okay. So, let's have a look. Obviously, the good news for the Bunker Crew is they can react to what's happening right now because they got picked early. But they go for Muradin. We go for Lunara, and we get Genji, double resets, and there is Blaze. I mean, I like what Team Kayak has a lot more. I mean, there is a very clear vision to what they're doing here right now. Very, very clear vision. So, let's go. Unforgiven, he's the final one. Struggled a bit with his Genji in the first game. Forced it a bit better on the second map. Now we're going into game number 3, the final map for the semi-final at the X Cup Summer. Battlefield of Eternity is the map. And, well... final pick is Alarak. All right. Yeah, color me intrigued. If he does his job well, this could become very interesting here. So, third map in the series. Let's go, everybody. We're going the distance between the Bunker Crew and Team Kayak. The final map in the series between the Bunker Crew and Team Kayak. We lead things off with the Dark Wolf on Muradin. Uki on Lunara, Unforgiven on Alarak, going into the stacks here with the extended lightning, negatively charged will follow on level 4. Sven on Rhaegar, Starkfey on Dehaka, and on the right side it is Jehard on Liming. We got Torjan on Varian, Master Chips on Blaze, Pepe Hands on Genji, and Link on Stukov. So the strategy is pretty much laid out right there, trying to get some quick kills in after level 4 for Varian, going in with the taunt. taunt, lurking arm follow-up, getting a stun maybe even with Blaze to extend that even further and allow Genji and Li Ming to take the target down as quickly as possible. That's the idea. The Storms of Muradin are going to try and stop that. They're going to attempt and use the Haka for the same reason. And of course you got the combos with Alarak, which will lead to exactly more of the same, or at least that's the hope that the blue team has now. Whoever wins this series moves on to the grand final and faces off against the Cats in an attempt to get more points for the ranking, more points for the leaderboard, and maybe position themselves in the top 8 in a decent spot for the playoffs of the X-Cup Summer. Top side, we got our 2v1, so a 2-3 split currently for Team Kayak. Yeah, Bunker Crew is eating some damage up here, but they can dish it out at the bottom of the map, which is more or less what they're doing currently. And already a few hits for Alarak here. But with the 1 minute mark locking in, we get the camp. Easily claimed, and if the red team doesn't soon do the same thing up at the top, then they might honestly not even get the camp. They're trying to get some structural damage in, and they do. One of the towers goes down. So, yeah. Down to the bottom of the map. Nuki is already the only one together with the camp, but yes, he has the rotation. Blue team has taken the camp at the bottom. Blue team rotates towards the top. And here comes the next one. So they get both of the camps, and Team Kayak is missing out on that. Okay. They did some structural damage, but still, this is kind of annoying. Both camps claimed by the same team? That doesn't really happen all that often. And they didn't get a lot of it in return. Ah, the jet propulsion also missing as Muradin jumps out. So they could try and get some hits in at that wall now as well. They have already taken the lead in experience, as you can tell. A lot of this coming from the extra mercenary camp that they got. Objective announced in 20. Negatively charged is ready. And yes, there's the kill against Lulnara. They got level 4. There's the taunt. Damage against Genji. And he's dead. Genji is down. He went in and killed Lunara, but then he was trying to move back out and everybody just collapsed fully on him and dropped him quickly. That's 2 stacks towards the negatively charged for Alarak. We're obviously going to keep an eye on him. The Sadism stacks, the level 4 stacks, to see where that's going. Now that level 4 is available, everybody needs to be careful because of that taunt. Varian is already sitting there, our little toy soldier, is going to try and get those kills set up. With level 1 for Stukov, the low blow. He's going to spec very heavily into this. Yeah, and then we're going to see if they get these kills. If Li Ming and Genji are ready with their abilities whenever they have to be. Can they also find that target that they're looking for? Ideally a Squishy, of course. If you can make the approach towards, let's say, Lulnara, or maybe even Rhaegar, that would be the dream. But even Muradin could be in danger if all of this comes together properly. 1 versus 1 at the top. Continues. Camps, of course, playing the big role here now, down at the bottom of the map. And they're making the first play for Muradin, and as you can see, yeah, that's dangerous. Even for the hit point heavy tank at the front, especially since, of course, the cooldowns here are very low. So once that taunt is back online, they can go for the same play once again. And they're going to try to do exactly that. Get those hits in. A little bit of damage done. Chased away here by Genji, but the rest of the team is now moving over. And it seems like they're just going to try and burn this down as quickly as they can. It's a race, and it is being won for now by the blue team. Not by a big margin, but again, they take the lead. And here comes again the taunt, and the kill. Muradin is dead. That's the beauty of the early game when you're playing this combo. The opponent knows exactly what's coming, but if you can't stop it, then what the hell are you going to do about it? There's another one as they go for Rhaegar, and they're starting to chase them hard. Even the taunt came through there towards the end from Varian, but he's already working towards the next one. We have Li Ming trying to poke the Immortal down, and they're likely going to win this one. Varian engages, and that's another one. Didn't even have his taunt ready, but they just get kill after kill here. And this is exactly how you want to play this in the early game. You're trying to farm these kills as best as you can. A little bit more damage is being done. Darkwolf is already low. Obviously, his trade is going to kick in soon. Stormbolt is there. 10 stacks for Alarak, but they take the objective. So things are looking really good for Team Kayak now. They got 4 kills to 1. They got a lead in experience. They take the first objective with 40% shield. And on level 7, we now got the growing infestation. You naughty little boy, you, Stukov. Growing infestation. Yeah, that's what she said. Okay. 4 kills to 1, and they're trying to break through the bottom wall now. 83 sadism stacks for Alarak. Yeah, and off we go. They're going to try and look for another target here. Good defense so far. The shield is gone, and so are 50% of the hit points of the Immortal. The range poke from Lunara in particular is working well. Can they get another target here, though? Yeah, they try. There's the first one. Damage is in. There's the lurking arm. And that is Mirrodin dead. Mirrodin is gone, and they got the kill on the fort as well. The fort destroyed. Mirrodin taken down. And that, everybody, is, yeah, pretty big lead. 5 kills to 1. 1 level ahead. Full control for the time being. Can go for the camps again. And I'm not quite sure what exactly the Haka is trying to do here, but that was nearly a little Sudoku move by him. The drag also not hitting. So, yep, here we go. Level 10. Kicking in soon. Damage output. I mean, Genji obviously is having a great time. Kills are being set up for him time and time again. Only one that died on their side, though, is Genji, so he also suffered there a little bit. Yeah, and the dwarf is already hopping out. He's realizing quickly that he needs to stay away from Varian, or that could be the end of it. So now they're going towards the top, trying to take another fort down. The level 10 abilities allow them to go pretty deep here. And with that, they also have the X strikes, so even more damage. And look how they're all running. They're all afraid of this. Genji is pushing it a bit, though. But they are also forcing them past the fort, so that's the second fort taken out. Easy control on the map for them. They're able to take down 2 of them. Nicely done. So they got both of the forts eliminated and still chasing. And they're trying to now steal also the camp, which they should still be able to do because it's a half level that's missing for the bunker crew. And if they get too close to the action here, you know exactly what's going to happen. Varian is going to be ready for the taunt, and then there's going to be another kill. So they have to give those up. The Haka at the bottom of the map went out very deep, so he's just hearthing away. But that's the bottom camp now that they're pushing through here. And they're now stealing their own... Well, not stealing, they're taking. They're taking their own camp too. So both of the siege giant camps... Shaman camps, there we go. Both of the camps get taken by them. Zebrusa camp. But still, halftime show, easy win once again for the red team. And this is where it now comes down to a fight with level 10 abilities. We got the counter-strike for Alarak, 19 stacks on the level 4, 93 sadism. Can they win this one, though? This is already a pretty important one, considering the situation on the map. We might be only 8 minutes in, and this is only the second Immortal. But then again, you have lost both of your forts at this point in time, so you know you might be in trouble. The Varian gets attacked. Yeah, but he's protected. Turns it around. They tried to go for Alarak here. Didn't quite work out. Even the bunker got dropped against the bunker crew. And they immediately moved away. They know how to deal with bunkers. They'll run. And talking about running, Genji needs to run too, but they are getting that one. Yeah, nice. X-Strike being used here. They got the tower, they got the gate. Lunara gets murdered, and so does Rega. So as Genji is still pushing the top lane, the fight also gets one. Team Kayak is really doing a number on them in this one. That's gonna be a 60% shield now. And they are going to look at level 13, I suppose. Look at this move to the top. They're not even giving up. They still have their Shaman camp and they have a catapult here. So they're just looking for a kill and they get it. The Haka goes down, doesn't stand a chance. This is the beauty, guys, of such an easy combo. It's easy to execute. If you play with friends, just train this a little bit. You get Stukov, you get Varian, you play this out. Just kill compositions like this if they're executed well. If you communicate well around their cooldowns, you can get quick kills. And this is, of course, the dream. This is exactly what you're looking for when you're trying to play that composition. You attempt to get a lead in kills. That lead spirals then out of control because you get a lead in experience, you have map control, you're getting the objective. I mean, this is really just exactly what you're looking for. So once again, the taunt, there's the follow-up, the ancestral and the jump barely save them, but the goal is to take the keep down, and that is still an option here as the Immortal pushes at the bottom. So it's a two-pronged attack that they are going for here. And wow, Li Ming, she gets the kill. Alarak is dead. Sadism back to 90. The keep is also eliminated. And the same is happening at the bottom of the map. Uki alone in his Lunara is really struggling to make this work. And they're not even just going for the keep at this point. They're just saying like, well, boys, what about if you just go and try and take that core down a notch? Don't think that's really gonna work for them, but yeah, still a big win. So one keep is gone, one keep is low. Genji is dying to the damage over time from Lunara. That happens when you push it a bit too far. That wall should be taken out soon too, because it still provides you with vision. But here's the trap. Problem is that Li Ming is a bit too far out. And yeah, all of this was telegraphed. Now they're getting a little bit too greedy and really need to be careful. They're going to lose Varian as well. And it was all under plain vision. I mean, they didn't even try to hide. So, yeah, Varian is going to die. Buys a little bit of time for the team, I suppose, but he's down for 35 seconds now. So they are in a great spot, but if they YOLO it too hard, then they can still throw this. So, yeah, gotta be careful around that. But alright, we got 24,000 for Alarak. He's the top damage dealer on the blue team. Could even move into the top damage spot in the game, but for now the position is being held by Genji. They go for the camps, at least trying to do that. And up at the top, yeah, nothing they can really do here. But Varian is back. Oh, on the big 3-2-3 moment, as they are pausing the game here. So yeah, seems like everybody is still here. Maybe Varian disconnected a little bit, but again, either way, now that we're looking at this, let's have a quick look at the bot lane. So currently they're pushing in with 4, so they're going to take at least the wall down, but they might be able to get more. There needs to be a rotation from these bad boys. They are hoping for level 16, which they're not going to get for, well, actually they might just get it for the next objective. If they can soak both of the lanes, then it might still be possible for them. But we have 100 sadism now for Alarak and 33 stacks for him on the level 4. So he definitely has a lot of damage potential in these fights. And he's going to stack up a little bit more. Objective has been announced too. The wall is expected, has fallen. And it's a 5 versus 5 on the map. But with good soaking, we might actually see Team Kayak get 60 now for the objective. So, yeah. They're pushing it even further down here. They really want to be aggressive before level 16 talents are ready. If they can take the fort there, it would also be nice. Isolation being used by the Haka, so Genji was really trying to piss him off here. And apparently did it well enough for him to use his ult on him. So level 16 any moment now. There it is, and that is the big lead for the objective. They sacrificed a few hit points on the Immortal to get it, but that's of course huge. We got Diamond Skin, by the way. Diamond Skin, full on teleport build. Look at that shit. Full on there. Yeah, Diamond Skin, Illusionist, Calamity, Ether Walk. They went for all the numbers, so no Mirror Ball in this one. But the damage is there. Careful, Li Ming. 16 is ready for them. And let's go. There's the taunt, there's the follow-up. It comes too late. Already used his burrow. Halftime show is won. Yeah, they need to wait for Varian's cooldown again. Which thankfully for them is really low, so not a problem. But they're actually just going for the trade. And they're going to win this big time if they can lock it in and don't lose a hero here. So yeah, this is looking great for Team Kayak. That objective should be theirs. They're bunkering it up, but the drag connects! And the kill on Genji. Genji is down, but they get the Immortal. And that is a big boy. Big shield on the Immortal for sure. And that bot lane keep is 100% toast. So they might not win the game yet, they might not be able to go for the core, but they, well, unless of course they're getting some kills. That's sure, that goes without saying. But the one thing that they're definitely going to do is take that keep down. That means that all of the keeps are gone. They're getting the drag and still be able to move out. Alright. 9 kills to 5, and the more time they're using here to just fight and brawl, the more time the Immortal is going to have to maybe go for the core after all. Genji is back in 6 seconds, and Team Kayak really wants to close this out. There's 39 stacks now for Alarak, which leads to 31,000 damage, still playing a second fiddle to Li Ming. But yes, the keep is gone. 16 talents now for both of the teams. Big jump. Taunt is in. They're trying to go for the Dark Wolf again. 4 versus 5. Genji on the move. Link in trouble. And Stukov is dead. Stukov is dead, but the core is also losing hit points and losing those hit points quickly. The shield is thankfully gone on the Immortal, but so it is on the core and just another hit. So yes, they're trying to get a kill against Genji. So far they weren't able to pull that one off, but they're going for Rhaegar now. And Li Ming is not hesitating. She gets the kill. They want the core. Guys, I think they're going to make it. They are about to drop that core and move on to the grand final. There it is. The victory on Battlefield of Eternity for Team Kayak as they go to the grand final facing off against the Cat.